Okay. All right. That's right. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 34. It says, so that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. Because I know you Jakes notice it. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native American notice the dramatic wide uh, gap between who's making money in America. Okay, that's just one of the signs proving we're Israelites. Okay. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. It said, the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, a failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. What's part of having insurance? Knowing that you're able to provide. You can't even provide anymore, because when the recession happened, a lot of y'all lost your houses, you lost your wealth, you lost your jobs, you can't get no job. Now you're gonna lose your benefits. So you don't have no insurance of your life. Okay? That's right. Alright. Get some precepts on that real quick. Psalms 44 and 10. Alright, Psalms 44 and 10. It says, thou makest us to turn our back from the enemy, and they which hate us spoil for themselves. Okay? Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. That's right. Oh, let me keep reading. It says, thou sellest thy people for naught, and doest not increase thy wealth by their price. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. Alright. It says, my confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face have covered me. For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth by reason of the enemy and the avenger. Okay? And that's what they say. Oh, why don't you niggas get a job? Oh, see, we need these Hispanics taking all the jobs, so we got to make laws so they can't work here in America because they're illegal immigrants. When a good portion of America belonged to the Mexicans. Okay? So, it's whatever, man. Alright? But, that's the truth. We made a reproach. That's a reproach, alright, for a Jake to be making what is it? A Hispanic family making about a little bit more than $6,000 yearly for their household, and a so-called Negro household only making $5,000, a little bit more than almost $6,000, alright, in their household, if you round it up, while the Caucasians are making almost $113,000 a year. Alright, saying what, 20 to 18 times more than what Jake is making. Okay, so you made a reproach, and then what's the thing they like to say about it? Oh, you guys a bunch of lazy. You're not even looking for a job. That's a bunch of bullshit. Cause you can make they make laws so that Jake can't get no job. Alright, and that's part of oppressing. You be oppressed and crushed always. Okay, because you got these Jakes that still think, man, they can still make it. You're not gonna make it here in America, man. You set up, take a L, okay, because you under curses. Lamentations 1 and 3. It says, Judah is gone into captivity because of affliction, and because of great servitude. Okay, she dwell among the heathen, she find no rest, and all her persecutors overtake her between the straits. Okay, and Judah represents you so-called Negros, alright, West Indians and Haitians. Okay. Okay. Hosea 8 and 8, it says, Israel swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Alright? Because when you Latinos and you Native Americans, you here in America, nobody's rejoicing seeing you, especially when you working. Alright? And you trying to provide for your family. They don't give a damn. Okay? And you catch hell too. Okay? Even though some of y'all think y'all Caucasians, they know that you're not Caucasian, man. And they still gonna shit on you. Okay? You just gotta wake up to that reality. Alright? And you not exempt of catching hell, because you gonna catch hell too. Okay? Where's that scripture? Alright. Okay, so let me get back on top. Alright, so you have no assurance of your life. Okay? Like the scriptures say. Alright. Go back to this. Alright. Deuteronomy chapter. No. I'm right here. So alright. Lamentations. Lamentations chapter 5 verse 4, it says, We have drunken our water for money, our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution, we labor and have no rest. Okay? That's right. Cause before the recession, the Caucasians, okay, they can have like what, one bread getter, and they had the luxury of their woman staying at the house, or they didn't even really have to work like that. But Jake, even before the recession, Jake will have to go. When I say Jake, I'm talking about you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You will have to have like what, 2 jobs. Now some Jake's working like 3 or 4 jobs. Okay, trying to stay above water. So they have no rest. It says, our necks are under persecution, we labor and have no rest. We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread. Because when you read the scriptures, right, the word Egypt refers to bondage. It's a Greek word for bondage. Okay. Alright, and the modern day Egyptians, alright, when you read the scriptures, is referring to the so-called white man. Same with the Assyrians. Okay. Alright, it says, our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. Yeah, because you get these people, when we go out there and we basically show the sins of Esau, so-called white man, and the other nations, and Jake, they said, well, those were our forefathers. That's not us. Why we got to pay for it? Well, the scripture just said right there, our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. Alright, that's why it said the curses shall be upon thee and thy seed, okay, forever, which that forever is talking about a long period of time. It ain't talking about eternity, okay, because the curses will eventually be let off of the nation of Israel when the Lord come back, who you really call Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahushua. It says, servants have ruled over us. There is none that doeth deliver us out of their hands. Okay? And the servants are these other nations. Okay? starting with the so-called white man, the Edomites. Okay, they're servants. Okay, but they have the power over us for now due to the curses. Okay, because it said you should go to your enemy for one of all things. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. It's a lot. It says, the stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Alright, and it's evident in this article, which I'm going to post a link to it. You know, with look at that. The margin of wealth is like crazy, man. Even the Asians, alright, which are not our people, alright, they're heathens. They making, even though they suffered a little bit due to the recession, they still making more than Jake. Okay, large amount more than so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. Okay, because they're heathens. They're not Israelites. Okay. So it says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Okay, that's right. All right. Proverbs 22:7. It says, the rich ruleth over the poor. Now who's rich? So-called white man. Who's the poor? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We've proven that with the curses. It says, and the borrower, the one that's being lent to, is a servant to the leader, a lender. Okay, that's why it said, he shall lend unto thee, and thou shalt not lend unto him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Okay, so we're slaves. Okay, because you still got Jakes don't think that they're slaves. You know, they think they're exempt from slavery. You know, or because they don't have physical chains on them and getting their back beat in on from sun up to sundown, they're not slaves, but they are slaves. Okay, by what? Their money. They got to go get loans and all that. That's a form of slavery. Okay, Proverbs 10:15. It says, the rich man's wealth is his strong city. All right. Now, more recently, now you get these Caucasians out there protesting that Occupy Wall Street madness. All right, they protesting because they got to pay back that money that they went to the bank and got loans for. They got to pay back them college loans, so they in debt. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they're not suffering. They're making more money. They make more money than people do in the eastern hemisphere of the world. Okay, even though they're so-called suffering, they still making more money than other people in other countries around the world. Okay, so it says the rich man's wealth is his strong city. So they still, even though they got hit small when the recession came, they still living good. Okay, it says the destruction of the poor is their poverty, and you see that. You see that in the neighborhoods that Jake live in. It looks destroyed, man. They look destroyed. Okay, because they're poor. Okay, due to what? The Lord putting curses on them. Okay, Proverbs 14:20. Okay, it says the poor is hated even of his own neighbors, but the rich have many friends. Yeah, that's why Jake. All right, this mainly happens with the males of the nation of Israel. Okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American men, the descendants of them. Okay, because let's be honest, what do females flock to? They flock to two things, power and pipe.